Stock ticker symbol PMEA, currently traded at 0021. What's going on? What is up here? Well, you guys had a really nice solid run starting here off of, really a picture perfect. I would never expected to see a 30-day simple moving average fall like that and then bounce like this the way that it is. The chart's turned bullish now for the first time and since, not too long, but January 25th, solidly bearish for those areas, but just now turned bullish. You guys are up 23% right now. What did I say? The 23rd right here. I said hold. This will need buying the next few days to pull back into the lower Bollinger Band. Support at 0011, 0009, resistance at 0013, and then 16. Look at that. Pow, 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 pow. Right through those. But guess what? Like I said, we were watching for this thing to pull back into the lower Bollinger Band that day, and it did. The following day it did, and it just started moving from there. So great job to everybody that watches these videos. You would have had that key. Like I said, play in the lower part of this Bollinger Band is something that I always play into perspective. Now, after you guys had this beatdown of the solid selling for so long, the chart is reset for some moves. I personally think that it still has another day or so to go here. 217 0021. I'll let Joe take it over from here, and I'll type up what I think.
All right, so these guys right here, they had a press release today, and it's PM&E Incorporated business model attracts new financing package favorable to company and shareholders. So let's see, aircraft manufacturer PM&E Incorporated announced today that it has reached a business financing agreement with a favorable lender. CEO Joseph Bourne stated, "Our recent announcements, business activity, and partnerships have all garnered new interest among the business financing community. One company in particular has stepped forward and taken ownership in financing our immediate business plans under very favorable terms. Yesterday, we signed a $10 million term sheet with GHS Investments, LLC, in New York. This move is important because it has resulted in a significant improvement of the terms under which we can access capital on an as-needed basis. We are pleased to be working with GHS and will commence with becoming a fully reporting company via the filing of a Form 10 registration immediately. The registration will allow for the higher degree of transparency and reliability for our long-term investors." Mr. Bourne stated, "In light of this new direction via an S1 filing, the board and I have decided to terminate the original $10 million registered A deal with GPL Ventures LLC. They are a great company and we appreciate their willingness to support the growth and development of our company. But at this point, this new direction is a better fit for our long-term strategy." So PM&E Incorporated is an aircraft company with contracted manufacturing facility located in Tunisia. The company is in the process of implementing a modern manufacturing plant in Tunisia and securing a facility for aircraft assembly in Wyoming. The company manufactures their signature line of Evada aircraft through a strategic partnership. Denali Exogyro also manufactures their commercial ultralight gyrocopters at the same facility in Tunisia, creating synergies and cost savings for both companies through a shared resource and revenues agreement. Mr. Bourne went on to say, "It quickly became obvious to us that a company of our size and scalability required a more structured and streamlined process for assessing operating capital. Banks and other institutional investors look more favorable upon those companies that raise capital via a Form 10 filing and an S1 registration. In fact, we are already in preliminary discussions now with some of the same institutions for additional support over the long term. We have additional news that we plan to share next week, but in the meantime, as always, we'd like to thank everyone for their support." So their website's available at www.pmeholding.com, and also with the Exogyro one, that's www.dinelli/exogyro.com. And as always, if you want to learn more about the company, feel free to just go to Investors Hangout, basically click on, basically in the search box, put PMEA, and click go. It'll bring you to the board. From there, you can basically go into the filings, recent news, financials, company profile. If you have an opinion, feel free to share it with the tens of thousands of other daily investors that are using the site daily, right over on the message board. And that is pretty much that.
Awesome. So again, with the chart, like I said, chart is set up for a move, more to move rather. Resistance at 0.0021, 24, support at 0.018, 16, 14. From there on out, you guys had 4 solid days. I mean, the chart is really reset. Even the RSI is at 59. I think PMEA still has room to run. So if you're following the stock, make sure you subscribe right now to stay updated with the hottest stocks in the market. And as always, I say it all the time, if you have a hot stock that you'd like to share with us, bring it over to investorshangout.com/live. Let us know there. We'll be sure to take your hot stock and add it to our list.